another one. This ain't that other one. Hopefully you started your New Year's the right way. Hopefully you out here prospering. Hopefully you got your money up, not your funny up. Hopefully you got your health in order, your family's intact, and everything is well. You know, the viral way. Get your travel miles up, get your passport stamps up. Y'all know what we preach over here, man. Get your knowledge up, man. Read a book. Scroll less, read more. That's the movement. And you already know it's the Black Flag movement too. So shout out to all my Black people around the world, all my FBAs. Shout out to the Africans. Shout out to the Caribbeans. Shout out to everybody that's standing under this Black flag. And shout out to all the races that's supporting the movement, because we all a part of this viral gang movement if you over here supporting the movement. But we got some topics to talk about today. We got to go back over the Glasses Malone versus Aiden Ross topic. We got some backlash from some people I see, mainly the women. They was confused with our last take. They felt like we wasn't backing Glasses or whatever. And what I realized was a lot of the people in the comments was telling us, get on code, get with the FBA, this, that, and the third. And I go, oh, these are new viewers. They're not familiar with who we are. They don't know our history. They don't know our background. So we gonna give them a little history about our background, and we're gonna go back over this topic. Shout out to Messiah, just entered the building. We're gonna talk about the Syndicate finally address Ace Boy Pun and all the narratives about the Ace Boys being broken up. That was very interesting. Shout out to the Syndicate. We're gonna break that down. Aiden Ross and Drake, they got hit with a Rico. They out here botting views, what I'm hearing and seeing and reading, while they was talking about Kendrick botting. So we'll address that. Munchie Beast went back to no jumper after everybody was in the uproar about Adam marking him out. So we gonna go over that. But let me give people time to fall in here. You know, let me play the theme music. Shout out to Eastside K Boy, and then we gonna get right into the Glasses Malone and Aiden Ross topic.
Whoa, like it's time to go viral. I'm homicidal, I'm killing all my rivals. I'm the man, shit, I put that on the Bible. I Spotify my target, cause you know I got the title. Hey, I'm a Mac 2. I told baby shake that ass like she Apple. She said it's real, so she got my name tattooed. House full, so I hit it in the back room. Whoa, baby said she need a nail, peep the urgency. I want a little Kim before she had the surgery. Leg spread on that hardcore poster. She love twerking, she just do it for the coach. Big dog, bull massive. 6 tray Chevrolet, I'm classy. All these niggas mad at me, that's tragic. The main bitch in the bed, that's graphic. Yeah, we about to go viral. Hey.
We about to go viral. Okay, so let's talk. Glasses Malone jumps out there, gets at Aiden Ross behind Aiden Ross disrespect about Doechii, right? Glasses said a lot of things. He even made some physical threats, said he's willing to go to jail over Aiden Ross disrespecting Doechii, blah, 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 right? We give our take, right? We say, yeah, we stand with Glasses. We stand under the Black flag, but we put some asterisks in there and basically was alluding to the fact that it's not really behind Doechii, more as it is us standing with our people. You know, if our people is moving and we on this Black flag, hey, we're going to move and ask questions later, right? We can figure out the details later. We got to start moving like these other cultures where they all moving on one accord, right or wrong, they going for their people. So right or wrong, we gotta go with our people to get this respect. But a lot of people was mad that Short, myself, I'm not sure if Messiah said it, but we kind of put an asterisk on Doechii because y'all.
I broke some things down. They was mad at me. Nigga, you heard what they said. Niggas, you even black?
No. I know. I'm just giving them the background because my original take on Doechii after she jumped out there and made the statement that all straight men are the biggest red flag and she let it be known she was a feminist. I said she's an op to the Black community because feminism is the op to the Black community. Feminism is against the Black nuclear family. The only way for our community to elevate is to get back into the role of the Black nuclear family. You got God, you got man, you got woman, you got child. Right now, we got no God. We got women not listening to men. We got men all over the place and children raising themselves, which is why our community is in shambles. So I do not support feminists or feminist rhetoric. Period. If you preach feminism, you are out to me. But that don't mean let another race play with us. So Aiden, everybody that's racist, he support them. He just told another white boy, hey, don't be worried about the backlash from saying the N-word. It's cool. You can say the N-word. Nah, nigga, we not going for none of that. You Jewish, you whatever you is, but that don't mean you got a free pass to disrespect our community. So I support Glasses with that. What you think, Messiah? Because I'm going to play this clip. You could give your background analysis of it, or we could go right into the clip. Oh, and for the people that don't know us, we are one of the only Black platforms on the West Coast who speak up for the Black race against all races. Not just people we know, because we don't know Doechii. When Kanye was getting blackballed from the Jew community, guess who was one of the first ones to jump out there on this coast? Our second episode ever. Like literally the second podcast episode we ever shot was speaking up for Kanye. You can go run the tapes back. When Tyrese got into it with Vlad, we jumped out there and we supported Tyrese. When Tyrese was getting disrespected and he said, hey man, as Blacks, we need to come together and let's build this Black union so we don't got to tolerate this disrespect. We done stepped out.
Even when the nigga was grilling Candace Owens and everybody felt how they felt about her. So
right.
it's a gang of times where we come out and niggas go what we believe in, especially when niggas going against our people online. We say this from time to time again. Niggas waters need to be cut off. Niggas shouldn't be fucking with niggas in general. If we go do that to any of these other communities, they're not asking no questions. They cutting niggas off. And niggas gonna say, well, it's just the end of the day. In those spaces, we need to take control back, especially when it comes to our culture. These niggas ain't shit without us. And then even on that situation, niggas mad about that. But then the first nigga he called was somebody Black. And if we had an understanding, a mutual understanding through our people, and put things to the side for a moment, when it is time to stand up for our people, I think more things would be understood. And them niggas wouldn't play as much.
So don't ever, ever, ever categorize the viral way with nobody else. We been on the island on our own. We've been stepping for Black culture and Black people since day one. When all the racist stuff was going on with the Hispanics, I didn't see too many of nobody from your favorite platforms jumping out there speaking out. But you know who did? The viral way did. So go check our track record of how we stepped for the people. When everybody was getting into it with Adam, we stepped out there before we even met Adam. And even when we met Adam, we still, okay, our people say they got a problem with this. Let's address this face to face. When a lot of people talk shit about Adam, and then as soon as Adam give them opportunity, they cool with it, right? So we got the understanding of what was going on with Adam for the people. So we've been stepping, whether white, Asian, Hispanic, it don't matter. If they come at the Black culture, we've been putting our platform and our names and our necks on the line for the culture. So don't ever try to disrespect us and discredit us because we don't agree with Doechii, a Black woman, saying that Black heterosexual men are a red flag. So
because at that point, and this is what people got to understand too. If we say all skin folk ain't kinfolk, if she's pushing this agenda, and not saying there's nothing wrong, because we still stand behind her, but still in a sense, people got to be careful of what they say online, because you do that, and not saying she's looking for nobody to speak up for her, but it damages us. It makes us look weak as a whole, because now when you're doing that, niggas can have a mindset of, well, go let the LGBTQ, the niggas that you like, go step for you. So it's not even about that. It's bigger than that, because Glasses is stepping, and niggas ain't gonna just leave cut on the island. Exactly. But at the same time, when you think about it, it's like, okay, because we see the bigger picture. But then it's like, in real life, would you really be moving by somebody that's against you?
Exactly, because we are all for protecting Black women. But understand, the Black woman has to want to be protected, and the Black woman has to respect the Black man. You can't disrespect Black men and then get in trouble and turn around and look for Black men to defend you after shitting on them.
And I want to stop you real quick, Viral, because I don't want them to twist your shit up and say, well, she never said nothing about Black men, because you know when she did the interview, she just said all men. So I don't want you to say that they clip that. Yeah,
No,
you
I
speaking
think
in
she didn't
general.
specifically say black men, but once you said all men, black
We're
heterosexual
included.
straight men are still men. So if you're a black woman and you call straight men the biggest red flag, you're calling your own men in your community, the ones that's jumping out there protecting you right now, the biggest red flag. So that's a whole nother issue we could deal with in our own backyard. That's internal stuff. But when an outsider like Aiden Ross disrespects the community, you got to step on him. So I
Nah,
agree with
fact.
Glasses with that. But let's play the Glasses clip and let's break it down word for word, bar for bar, and see what he was saying.
I'm glad you brought that up, Adrian. I'm glad you brought Adriana. Adrian, I'm glad you brought that up. I saw that nigga Aiden talking shit about Doechii. There's no way you gonna think this cool. There's no way you think this gonna be cool.
You can't do that.
You thinking you popping and talking shit about that sister? I'm gonna fuck what she said to that art. You keep calling her names, bro. I swear to God on Olivia, bro. It's going to come to a place where that's like it's permanent. You can't take that off. AD let you get away with it the first time. He should have fucked you around and he didn't. Niggas keep letting you get it off because they want to be cool with you. It's one thing to say, hey man, you know what? That lady ain't said your name, so you assuming it, you finna start calling her out her name. I'm telling you right now, 7th Street Crit, nigga not going for that. It ain't
Okay, so we're gonna break that down right there. Shout out to Rashawn Davis. Good looking for the donation, good looking for the support. You said love from Flagstaff, Arizona. Shout out to Arizona and everybody under the black flag out there in Arizona.
Flagstaff.
Okay, so he says basically he's getting at Aiden for calling Doechii out of her name, calling her the B word. I believe he kept saying black bitch, black bitch. Now, that's cool and all. If you personally know Doechii and you want to get at him for that, that's cool. I commend you. I don't expect every man to jump out there for a woman that he doesn't know because another man called her a bitch online. Because I know for a fact we all call women bitches. That's just the slang of it. But I get where he's going. Hey, you Jewish, you play with this racist shit. So I feel like you using her as the example of, well, I'm gonna disrespect black women, so I'm gonna stop you at the door. Totally commendable. I commend him on that.
Yeah, because I think because I think that's what it is. It's bigger than it. He probably watching them. You keep throwing shots at our people, and now it's just to a point like now you going overboard. So I think that's just what it is. You telling niggas it's okay to drop the N-bomb and everything else. So I think it's just a thing that's building up, like the kettle pot just exploding.
For sure. So let's and he said AD gave you a pass and he should have stepped on you last time. So I find that to be very interesting because in this video, he spoke about the black men that's around Aiden and him getting at them. But AD is around Aiden or he's cool with him. So the fact that you acknowledge a nigga that you're cool with gave him a pass the last time, I want to see how he interacts with AD this time because AD and Problem, they just got into it. It looked fake. It looked Hollywood. But nevertheless, they got into it on a podcast behind AD, not really jumping out there and letting it be known that it's fuck Aiden, I'm riding with the home team. AD was more so saying, keep me out of it because he wants to keep that relationship. He did the same thing with DJ Academics when everybody said fuck Academics, when he got caught streaming about the minor and saying weird shit. And everybody was saying, oh man, Academics out of here, AD. He crossed the picket fence and said, nah, that's a relationship I got. That's a key in the industry I got. I'm not riding with y'all niggas. So he acknowledged that and caught him out on that. But I would like to see, you know, if he makes AD pick a side.
Ain't even got nothing to do with TDE. Eventually, you just a white man talking shit about this system.
Yeah.
That's what it's coming down to. And I'm just keeping it a being with you, bro. I know you fuck with Act. I know you fuck with Flock and a couple niggas. You cannot be no motherfucking white man talking that much shit about that black woman. That just not gonna fly, homie. I don't give a fuck what she's saying. I don't give a fuck about what you think is happening. I don't give a fuck if you think that shit dissing you. You're not finna be sitting up there just talking shit about that black woman. On God, bro. And if you keep doing it, I'm gonna start pressing all the niggas around you. I'm not gonna press you because I don't know where you at and I don't know how to get to you. But all the niggas around you, they don't got your money. They don't got none of that shit. Niggas gonna start pressing all the niggas, and I'm gonna make it my business to make Crips start pressing all the niggas around.
All right, we're gonna pause it there because this is where it got tricky for me. Before I get in on that, shout out to Paper Chaser 9350. You said Glasses skipped over the racist remarks from the Mexicans in LA to address Aiden Ross, who was in Miami. Shaking my head, picking and choosing. Where was the energy for Lucky? And I was going to get to that later because, like I said, we step for every major incident that we see. We don't see everything, but what we do see, we step and we speak on it. We always forefront against the racist energy from the Hispanics, right? And then people who Glasses is cool with, they put us on the island behind that because they wanted that fan base. But that's another topic. On top of where is this energy for everybody? Like Myron Gaines. We jumped out there and got at Myron Gaines behind playing with us and using the N-word and calling us all these racist derogatory names in these chats. Nigga, we getting at all these streamer niggas. Not just Aiden Ross because he mentioned Doechii and we cool with Doechii or we know Doechii personally. That's why I had to take in the stance I had before because I'm going, man, almost all these streamers do what Aiden is doing, but I don't hear nobody calling them out. But we've called them out. So, I was a little skeptical at first. But as far as what Glasses just said right now about we going to get at every nigga around you because we can't find or get to you, I didn't like that. If you're going to get at Aiden and his camp, get at everybody. Don't just say, I'm going to get at the niggas, because now that reminds me too much of some Willie Lynch shit. He got niggas around him. He got white boys around him. He got Jewish people. Well, Jewish people are white, but you know what I mean. You could have just said, I'm going to get at everybody in your camp that we can get to, but specifying just the niggas make it seem like, okay, the white boys get a pass, but the niggas don't. And that be the problem with our culture. We be scared to go at other races when they disrespect us, but we quick to go at niggas. So if the topic is about Aiden, a white Jewish man disrespecting a black woman racially, why not keep it there? Why even include niggas at all? What you think about that, Messiah?
I think you made a valid point, but if I look at it from another perspective, in a sense, I just think he looks at it like, if you a nigga and you allowing that, you's a bitch at the end of the day. So we gonna get on your ass for even being cool with that. So I think that's just more his stance of letting them niggas know too. Like, nigga, that shit should be checked at the door. I shouldn't have to be jumping out the window if it's some niggas around them. The same way we seen them, that weird ass nigga on the podcast, and I think that was Myron and them stuff, and they had the black females on there, and he was rage baiting the bitch, calling her nigga, and she had her yelling at the door, and there's a nigga standing in there. And we was like, if niggas was in that room, Cub wouldn't have been talking like that. But it was one black nigga that was in there that allowed that. So I think it was from those perspectives, like, because that's how a nigga look at them too. A nigga in there, a white dude was in there calling the black girls niggas and yelling and screaming at them. And the niggas just, the black dude was just sitting in there. Like, Cub, what type of nigga is you? Like, nigga should crash you too. So I understand that stance on that. But I agree with what you're saying, though. It's valid. Everything don't got to be vocalized.
I understand that stance too, right? Because when you fighting a battle, you fighting a war, you got to get the traitors and the backstabbers out of there first. But has he talked to any of the niggas around him? Like I said in my first take, before you tell somebody, hey, switch sides on whatever team you own, because obviously if they're around him, they know him and they getting paid by him. I'm assuming if they work for him. Did you offer them a job to say, hey, fuck that white boy, man? He disrespecting our black women. Come fuck with us. Whatever he paying you, we gonna pay you over here and see how many niggas will leave. Like, we don't know what them niggas saying behind the scenes. None of them.
Nah, that's true. And everybody, what I'm learning, even if we take a stance, you can't expect everybody to do the same. And you gotta weed them niggas out. But them niggas, I think it gets to a point where we got to understand everybody doesn't have integrity. Everybody doesn't have morals. Everybody don't stand on principles. So them niggas could be weird or Oreos, whatever you want to call them, to the point where they're cool with that type of shit. Or it doesn't bother them. It doesn't affect them. But it's like, you being black, you should not tolerate for a few dollars somebody disrespecting your race in front of you.
Because this the same.
Because the nigga
problem.
was sitting next to him too. It was a black nigga sitting next to him.
I know. He said something though, but it just wasn't the way that
it wasn't that energy to shut it down.
But what I'm saying is, have this type of energy for every problem then. Because when we was going at it with the Hispanic podcasters, and then we seen black podcasters still extending their arm to the Hispanic podcasters that's disrespecting the black culture on some kumbaya shit. I didn't see niggas jumping out there saying, oh, no, we finna draw the line on them niggas. Niggas let them do that shit.
No, that's facts.
So it's like niggas picking and choosing to me, because if you gonna take this stance got to be for everybody, even niggas you cool with. We seen niggas that he cool with kumbaya with niggas who disrespected the culture or other races. Like, oh, you know, it ain't really like that. They just tripping because they from Long Beach. Nah, nigga, we calling it how we see it. So you can't pick and choose. You got to call everybody out if we gonna do that, not just motherfuckers that we don't know. And on top of that, it really didn't make sense to me, because if you say Aiden is racist and he don't like black people, you fucking up black people. You're basically doing the job for him. He gonna laugh at it if he's racist, like you say. No, right. Fuck up the people around him that he cares for. That'll hurt worse, not somebody that I don't even give a fuck about. Like, come on, bro. We got to use a little more logic. And I didn't like the violent threats publicly. We all know the police watch social media, bro. Whether you're ready to go to jail or not, it's still not smart to make a violent threat publicly on social media when the police literally have a department that just watches social media. And to throw the gang shit into it in California, we consider terrorists, gang members consider terrorists. So that just, to me, that was more emotional than logical to me. So I didn't like that part. But that's not to say I'm against glasses, because I'm standing with them under this black flag, period.
All the niggas that's black around you, every nigga that let you get that off, you're not finna sit there and just be talking about that black lady, bro. That's just not gonna fly like that. Just not gonna fly like that. It's one thing, I get what you're saying, but nah, homie, like I saw you doing that other thing where you telling the nigga not to apologize for using the N-word offending black people. Crip gang, like, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Not Chuck, not nobody. Not nobody. They gonna all have to get down with what I'm saying, with every last one of them. Because I'm gonna make it real hard for everybody, because we not no suckers and we not no sellouts. So you keep doing all of that shit, that's gonna be a problem. Stop playing with that lady name. Don't call her out her name. Don't be doing all that shit, because you're gonna fuck around and you finna say the wrong thing and it's gonna be a problem. And everybody who cool with you, I swear to God, on 7th Street Crip, if you see this and you cool with cuz and you see him doing that, just know we're gonna have a problem. I don't give a fuck if you one of the homies or not. It's gonna be a problem with me and you. And I mean a physical problem. No other way around it. No other way around it. I'm cool with you writing a diss record. That's cool. Disser. Don't get on that motherfucking thing and think we supposed to let you just keep talking shit about this black lady. No chance. No chance, homie. It's no way. No way. And all the homies, bro, nobody doing that.
And I'm gonna say this: because he said I'm gonna make the Crips make it hard for you. If I'm willing to do that and crash behind them, I don't want you letting that be known on social media. Let's just move. Why are we giving the heads up to the opposition of how we gonna attack? If I'm playing chess, I'm not gonna tell you my move before I make it to give you a chance to already think of a defense. No, let's just set the example with the action. Let's talk amongst ourselves. And then let's move and let the action speak. But once niggas start throwing out shit online, that's what water it down to me as far as physical threats. Because if I even thought of, okay, I'm with you, cuz let's crash these niggas as soon as they touch LA. You just alerted the authorities, nigga. I'm not finna go with you now. The point is to do it and get away.
Even exactly, but even on top of that, I'm big on moving in silence anyway. You not gonna know when I'm coming. And not saying that things can't be addressed, but like you said, things you get threatened in a certain way, or you put the Crips out there involved, and that comes with more charges on top of that. That's why I hate when people online get to talking like, "Oh, you ain't doing this." It's like, no, nigga, y'all ain't been through shit. You don't understand how shit work. And not saying, like I said, he's right for his stance, but us as a whole, as a people, got to move smarter and be smarter, because it's about longevity and it's about lasting. Crashing out is nothing. But it's about how you do what you do and why you do what you do. So that's what niggas really got to understand, in my opinion.
Move in silence is almost always the best way. Use the element of surprise to your advantage, because now you allowing him to call the blacks that he cool with. He called Wack, right? Wack already got involved. You allowing him to trump his security up, and just everybody's on notice. Now when he come, the police is on notice. Everybody on notice, because realistically in jail, this would be looked down upon. Like, nigga, you're not finna tell what you about to do and yell it out so the guards can hear. Like, that's almost cell soldier shit. Not saying that Glasses is on some cell soldier shit, because from everybody I know that know him, he a real one. That's what they say. I just didn't like publicly saying that out loud and giving him a heads up. Shout out to Young Ism 06 for the love and the support. Good looking, broski. We definitely appreciate that. Shout out to Young for the support yet again. Appreciate the support. You say I be critical of y'all sometimes, but as an East Coast nigga, I appreciate how y'all carrying it for FBAs. Jersey tapping in. Shout out to Jersey, Free Sue Surf. Yeah, everybody not gonna agree with every single thing and every single take, and that's cool. But just know we stepping for y'all. Period, point blank. If you under this black flag, we stepping for y'all, period. You don't always got to like our delivery and our take and what we say, but learn how to agree to disagree. You feel me? It's cool. But just remember, we were labeled Malcolm X in this space. As far as the universe goes, as this topic is going on, before Glasses jumped out there and stepped on Aiden, we were labeled Malcolm X. They told us we was too serious. We talk about race relations too much. So just remember the ones who were saying that and watch their movements now. That Glasses is jumping out here and is catching traction. Watch all the ones who use Malcolm X as a disrespectful term to try to shit on us. Watch how they start moving now. Just pay attention. But let's continue on with Glasses.
All the black people around you, it's gonna be a problem for them. I'm gonna fuck what it got to be at that point. I saw that little shit, and I don't want to get into it because I get it's artistic and she doing her thing, and don't nobody know she talking about him. Nobody know. But you think you finna sit on that stream? I saw you do that little thing with that black dude, and that black dude tried to be cool and tell you, but that black dude is gonna have a problem. That black dude is gonna have a problem. You think it's gonna be your problem? Y'all better start checking these motherfucking crackers for saying all this shit about niggas, man. That shit ain't happening. Don't let these people sit up there and publicly talk bad about a sister. Cool, go in the booth, make your songs. That's cool, that's art. Don't think you finna sit on that stream and just be talking about that black woman like that. That shit is not happening, bro. That shit whack, Trap.
Yeah, I ain't see it. I ain't see it
on my stream. I'm not.
See, that's the part I didn't like. Shout out to the broad day shooter. He said, can you speak on Ace Boys calling Punta Lane? That's finna be the next topic. We're finna talk about that next. Stay tuned. Shout out to I Could Never Give Up, man. Longtime supporter. Shout out to all the day one supporters. But yeah, bro, it's like as a man, you got to think logical and put your emotions to the side. So Glasses is real passionate about this topic. And, you know, passion usually gets people riled up. I'm thinking smarter. Our enemy, they fight silent wars with us. They use redlining. They deny us bank loans. They deny us housing. They make laws or they control what jobs we get. They deny us job applications, right? They do shit in silence to let you know you at war, but they don't come out and tell you what they're doing until it's already done. That's where we're lacking. We're very emotional people. We like to jump out there and let people know what we're going to do before we doing it. No, sometimes you got to plan in silence. You got to execute and let your actions speak, because that speaks even louder. You see, Trump just bombed the fuck out of Venezuela.
And got their president.
And got their president out of there. Swooped him up in a Nike Tech and everything and got him out the country. You think he called the president and said, hey, we coming to get you today? No, element of surprise, nigga. Hit them niggas while they was asleep.
I just think Cuz at a point where he really don't give a fuck, and he not tripping on the consequences or whatever come with it. But we still got to learn from our past and from our history. That's the art of war 101, is moving in silence, element of surprise, all those things in that nature. And we still got to study our history. Anytime we've been a collective and a powerhouse as a people, it always got took down because they knew how we was coming. We always was quick to vocalize it and put it out there. So, and that's just anything from the lowest of the lowest in the streets, from niggas talking too much, from the highest of the highest to the Panthers to anything else. So niggas got to learn from that.
Shout out to Mike, that dude, for the support. Good looking for the support. And to the people in the chat saying, oh, all those things are silent. Yes, they are. When they were planning those things, they did not tell the black community, hey, we finna redline y'all. Hey, we finna come firebomb Black Wall Street. Hey, we finna do this. No, they just did it. We know about it now because it's already public knowledge. But before it was public knowledge, it was silent and it was secret amongst their groups of how they were going to attack us in our community. They did not vocalize that to us to allow us to prepare a defense. That's called emotional.
Do they think when Jim Crow and them niggas made them books and all that stuff, they vocalized that? Or did they have a roundtable meeting and organize of how they was going to destroy the black people and make us go against each other?
Exactly. You know about it now because you can study history because it happened already. But to the people it happened to, they didn't have the knowledge that it was happening at the time because they moved in silence. You think the KKK had fucking public rallies and just told the black people, hey, this is how we coming, this is what we doing? No, they planned in silence. They moved in public though. They planned in silence and secrecy and moved publicly.
And even in public, even when they moved in public, niggas didn't even show their faces.
Right, they hid their faces so you couldn't know they was the judges, they was the lawyers, they was the doctor, they was the local store owner. They hid their whole identity. Everything they did was in silence.
When they came and dropped dope and guns in the hood, you think that was just to look out for you?
Come on. All right. So shout out Broad Day Shooter for the donation. You said, did you and Messiah lose respect for Wack when he saw Adam disrespect him whenever y'all was in Adam and Wack show Speak Facts? Honestly, they be doing content, bro. I don't think none of that is real the way y'all think when y'all watch it and y'all get engaged. I look at that like a sitcom. They're doing things to get reactions from the fans because reactions bring money. So the more y'all react, the more money they get. So I don't view it the way the people from the outside looking in view it. To me, it's a sitcom. It ain't no different than you watching the Golden Girls or Seinfeld or, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's all scripted, written down type shit.
And it's just content. That's why sometimes you even got to let things play out to know if people serious or not. To even know what side you stand on. You can stand on something and come to find out it was a play the whole damn time, or it was just something for content, and you done jumped out the window for somebody being serious, and the whole time it was a play.
Exactly. And you got to think, Glasses said he's willing to go to jail. That don't mean the niggas that he got that is willing to troop with him want to go to jail. The objective is to do what you're doing, execute, and get away. Don't nobody want to go to jail, period. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. If you want to go to jail, you a dumbass. But there's some things that risking your freedom is worth. But is risking your freedom behind a celebrity that's not using their platform to speak out for the same community you're defending, is that worth it? Because we got to really think, has she used her platform to speak out for black men, black families, black women? The last time I heard her go viral was her saying straight men are a red flag. And y'all know how COINTELPRO uses celebrities to push agendas. Y'all like to bring Malcolm X up all the time. Go look at Malcolm X's interview on what he thought of the celebrities in our community. Do your homework. So there's that. And all the niggas and all the people in the comments, oh man, y'all don't want to go to jail. Ain't none of y'all gonna be on the front line when it's time to crash. Nigga, I've been to the county jail. Messiah been to prison. He been to the county jail. You're not talking to niggas on the sidewalk. We been there, done that, bro. The objective is to do what you do and get away. You don't tell the internet and then expect to get away. So that's all we're saying. So y'all could be talking all that shit all y'all want. Y'all niggas ain't never been to jail, ain't never trooped, ain't never shot a gun, they never did nothing, but got all these opinions.
I'm not finna go look at your stream. I'm gonna wait till it come back. I'm not looking for no context or nothing. Cool. If you got your records, cool. All that you sit up there on that couch and you sit at that desk and the little bitch, hold up, bro.
Whoa, he said that?
Crip gang, man. Hold on, bro. We not riding. That's not happening, bro. That's all I gotta say about that. No Ceilings Live, the lunch hour, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right here.
So he had another
reason. And even notice while G Malone was crashing out, and this is not a shot to his boy, but he had nothing to vocalize about the situation. So hopefully he will be on the same page, but then maybe he's playing it from a position of, I don't want to speak on it.
What you mean? Break that down.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. For me, if I'm looking at it and you see how passionate he is he agreeing or where's his stance on that?
You mean he's not really going along with what he's saying?
I'm just saying things can be looked at in any way. I don't really know. So he's like, and saying that, but he's not really saying nothing. Unless G Malone said everything that was need to be said.
Yeah, I'm gonna play G Malone. He had another stream where
It was the one where Aiden responded.
yeah, Aiden responded, so we can play Aiden response and we can go over that. But I just want to bring something up to y'all because a lot of y'all are not aware, right? On why I have the stance I have with the CIA. I mean, excuse me, with feminism. So this white woman right here, she worked for the CIA. She's the one who convinced black women to get along with the feminist movement. And what that did was that ultimately over time destroyed our communities because prior to black women joining the feminist movement, black women were the most married out of every race. Like we were number one as far as family goes because we had to stick together because it was everybody versus us the same way it is today. Only now we more versus ourselves than anything. But back then they were jealous of the way that black men treated black women and vice versa and how strong our family structures were. We weren't oppressing our women. We couldn't even oppress our women. We was being oppressed ourselves.
Nigga needed the women.
Their women was being oppressed. White women were being oppressed, right? Their husband was the cops, the lawyers, the judges, the fire departments, and their husbands was making the laws, nigga. We wasn't making the laws oppressing no black women. We were staying together. So the CIA funds the feminist movement. So if you are a feminist, you are following the movement of the opposition. The CIA are the same people who put together COINTELPRO. COINTELPRO is the organization that took out all of our black leaders. So you guys are literally following the instructions of the opposition that set out to destroy us. So Doji used her platform to promote this movement. Doji is a well-renowned, publicly known feminist. She quoted a lot of feminist books that she read, and she follows that movement, and she pushed the LGBT agenda. So when I seen that, I'm like, okay, they're using her to push these agendas that go against us. That's why I have a strong stance against her. But that doesn't mean I'm going to allow black women to be attacked by other races by no means. But we still got to recognize the facts.
And these are the things that what I was talking about earlier, how what they do to our community, and people don't realize what's going on until the damage is done. A lot of people, she might not even be aware of what's going on. Probably not even aware about that information. And not just her, but it's no different. They do the same type of things but run different playbooks. The same way when they started the government funding and stuff like that, and you got the man at the house. If the man didn't go, then you couldn't get your food stamps and everything else. That was just to break the home up so they can control the women and the man can be fending for itself. And now the man has no control over his family, over his kids. And they're programming our women at this point.
No, that's a fact. So we can get into this AD and problem. They got into it, right? Let's play that. Now, Aiden Ross threatened to call the police on Glasses, right? He said, if you touch me, you're going to be on the ground getting arrested. Glasses said, that's cool. You could call the police, but the police come after crimes. The crime is already committed. So he said, I'm already have been to slap the shit out you, did what I wanted to do with you before the police get there, and I'm willing to stand there and go to jail. So all of that is cool, but like I said, the point is to get away. So to me, that's more of an emotional response than the logical one. But if that's the hill he's willing to stand on, that's cool. I'm not going to speak against it. And I'm not going to say I co-sign it either because I'm not trying to go to jail. But I'm willing to do what I got to do for my people and myself. But I'm trying to get away when I do shit. I ain't trying to get caught.
That nigga slap cut, he might want it to go viral. So even if he do go to jail, like, I ain't going to sit down long.
Exactly. So don't get none of what we say confused as if we're not here defending black women, because like I said, our platform from day one has been defending, stepping, and raising the bar for our culture, period, point blank. But let's see what AD and Problem got to say, because they got into it. Y'all tell me, was this real or was this content?
And guess what?
You get what I'm saying? Just like
in the past, I done had conversations with Top about certain motherfuckers doing what I'm supposed to be doing. But that's not for everybody on here.
Oh, this nigga selective policy.
It's the truth.
Come on, bro.
That's the truth.
Come on,
if you want to make content,
we want to hear the
let
truth.
niggas make their content. The truth ain't got to be explained.
It do.
No, it don't.
That's what he don't.
So he's not okay. Fuck. All right. The truth don't got to explain. The truth is he has talked shit about
The truth does
two
not
members
have,
of
listen,
two members of
the
our group
truth
chat.
does not have to be explained.
No.
It's either you do action or you play. What you want to do?
You talking to the wrong nigga.
This ain't action right now. This is yapping.
You crazy. This action. Nigga.
This is yapping.
This is
ain't
action.
action.
No, this is action,
This
brother.
is yapping.
This is action.
This is not
This
action.
is action. This is action.
This is yapping. This ain't action.
This is action, brother. I don't know where you live.
Let's
this
see
is anytime
the
I
action.
anytime I speak is
Let's
action.
see the action. It's
I don't know
yapping,
about
it's
when
not
you.
action.
I don't know about when you speak.
Guess what?
When I speak,
motherfuckers listen.
Man,
That's why we here.
I don't know.
100%.
I don't know.
You just call me the future. You call me the
I don't
future for
know.
a reason.
Yeah, and that's
So
why I'm
what's
disappointed.
understood ain't got to be explained.
Hey, D-Lo,
You're
you
not
got a
doing no
point.
Yapping. It's
Nah.
either action
Hold
or
on, break it
nothing.
down. Break it down.
So I now hearing it again, he low-key got a point. So not saying things can't be addressed, but in person, how long are men gonna go back and forth with somebody? Now things can be directed to make awareness for it, but how much action is that really? So what I'm getting at is what he's saying. He might have conversations behind the scenes to understand, is this serious? Is it not? If it is, okay, I don't need to talk about that. I know what time it is whenever it's time to be on something. That's what I'm getting from that right now. Now, I could be wrong and hearing it wrong, but from the first little words of what he said, like I didn't talk to people and this is how I'm moving. And niggas could say he's selective because he's not speaking on it vocally. But he probably like, I'm not on that. I'm not on that, what y'all doing. Y'all want to speak on it? Cool. But if we going to move like that behind the scenes, then I can do that.
Everything ain't for the fucking camera.
I ain't
What are you
rolling.
talking about?
Everything
I see
ain't for the camera.
I see what he's trying to do.
Now that I can agree on. Everything ain't for the camera. I'm all about raising awareness. I'm all for that. I'm all about putting the people up on game and everything. But if we talking about going to the extent that Glasses is talking about going, in my opinion, that's not for the camera. That's the part that's not for the camera. Everything else could be for the camera. I'm taking the stance. You're not calling Doechii out her name. You're not disrespecting black women. All of that. We checking that at the door. The consequences part, that got to be where the action come in at. Because you just putting him up on game. You letting him know how to play defense against your offense. Why would you tell your moves before you make them? That's like going into a football game and giving the other team your playbook and your whole game plan. That don't make no sense. So AD got a point with that.
Everything ain't
Calm
for
down,
the camera.
I see what he's trying to do.
You
I see
getting
what
too
you're trying
crazy
to
What
right
am
now.
I trying to do?
I see what you're trying to do.
What am I trying to do?
I see what you
Send a message.
I see what you're
Let
trying
him
to
send
do.
his message. Relax.
Let him
Let him
send the message.
How you
bro.
operate
But
is how
send
you
the fuck-
operate. Let
Okay,
him
so
send his
let him
message.
send the message to himself. Don't put me in none of that
If you
shit.
scared of the white boy, just say
Yeah,
it.
nigga,
I'm out.
fuck the white boys and everybody.
Yeah,
Nigga,
if
I don't
you
give
scared-
a
leaving the
fuck.
homies?
if you
Like I
scared-
said,
if you
nigga,
scared, go to
what's
church,
understood
nigga.
ain't gotta
If
be
you scared, go to
explained.
church,
leaving the
nigga.
homies?
What's
You
understood
scared, go to
ain't
church,
gotta
nigga.
be explained,
You leaving the
nigga.
homies, bro?
If you scared,
What's
go to church,
understood
nigga.
ain't gotta be explained. When it's time to dizzle, always do his shit.
If you're scared,
Nobody
go
come to my shit and try to question me. You can get the fuck out, nigga.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Who you talking to?
I don't know.
yeah.
Y'all was getting crazy.
Who you talking to?
Y'all was
Like,
getting
them wrong.
Who you talking to?
y'all was getting crazy. Now,
Hey man, this
now
nigga-
you put the line.
Hey, listen,
See?
hey man, shut up with all that shit. Listen,
Now
here,
you
Yeah,
put the
nigga.
line. Now you put the
listen
line.
here, bro. Just because
Yeah,
you
nigga.
are scared
Like
to
I
lose,
said.
just because
Like
you're
I
scared,
said.
just because you're
Like
scared,
I said.
just because you're
Let's
scared
see
to
what
get
niggas
fucking.
And I'm gonna say this too. When you the head of an army and you got soldiers that's willing to crash behind you and your actions, you got to be willing to feed them soldiers, right? So if I'm gonna go crash with you, lawyer money, bail money, all that got to be out there. It ain't no just, hey, just crash because I said so. What Fab say? How loyal is a hungry dog? That's why I said to the blacks that's around Aiden, holla at them if you can get to them. If they choose their side, okay, you with the ops, okay, you the ops now. now we crashing you. But just crashing them off GP without crashing the ones that look like Aiden, where that's gonna hurt Aiden, don't make sense to me. If we crashing everything over there, not just what look like us. Nigga, crash everything over there we could get to. That make more sense to me.
One thing I do know though, like if I take a stance for something, I'm not expecting nobody else to think how I think or move how I move. Now, if you agree with that and move on the same time, cool, that'll work. But for the most part, everybody's not trying to operate the way you do just because you're doing it. And I think that's where people go wrong and taking it personal, in a sense, in my mind. So you would expect certain shit, but it's just like once you show me that, and if you don't move and you know it's right, then I know where to place you.
And you got to think, Aiden is a Jewish millionaire, one of the most popular streamers in the world. He makes a lot of people a lot of money. A lot of people with a lot of connections. A lot of people that can make a lot of stuff happen. So this is also why you got to move in silence, because you're not just threatening Aiden. You threatening everything that's attached to him and making money off of him. That got the power to shut what you got going on down, and everybody around you can get their shit shut down. That's probably why AD is taking the stance he taking. Like, man, don't put me in none of that shit. But behind the scenes, I'm with you. But on this camera, don't put me in that shit, because y'all only thinking Aiden, this little nerdy white kid. You're not thinking about the billionaires that's funding him and making millions and billions off of him. You got to think about that too. War is about strategy. And it take money to go to war. And we all know he got a lot of money. So we can't play the money game with him. The Jews, they own everything. Now you got to do the guerrilla warfare. You might got to take the Vietnam route. You know what I'm saying? Hiding in the holes, and when they come, boom, pop out and catch them. Element of surprise type shit. So to the ones that's not on the front lines, they're gonna say, so what? Who cares? But they're not gonna be there fighting the fight. So their opinion is irrelevant anyway. Let me play what Aiden said, right? Or what Glasses said about Aiden calling Whack 100, because Aiden called Whack 100 for the A, right? This is how they
you going back and forth.
Nah, I know, because they was just arguing, and then Problem walked out, right? It didn't really come to no resolution. They start yelling, Problem walked out, called him a sellout, and he said a bunch of other words that I'll probably get this video demonetized, so I cut it off. But he called Whack 100. That's divide and conquer, right? If I get into it with one of y'all, I'm gonna call one of y'all that I'm cool with, and in order to not fuck up his business dealings, he gonna try to calm me down, because that's what happened. But Glasses said, listen, you can't call nobody to calm me down. But that's why we all got to be on one accord, because we know if you go at the Jewish community, you can't call no other Jewish people to back you up. They all closing their doors on you, and they all pushing the button on you. So that's what we got to get to, that point as black people, where we all under the black flag. Nigga, you can't just call one of us to just turn on the movement. Hell no. You better go figure that out and fix that. Let me go here.
Whack is not gonna stop me from doing what I want to do. That's just not the relationship. He's not. He know I'm gonna move on whatever I'm supposed to move on the right way. So he can talk to me. It makes sense. He's not gonna stop me. Nobody on the West, not Whack, not Big U, not Top Dog. Nobody is gonna stop me from doing what I'm supposed to do, because they know I'm doing the right things. So he could say, hey, G, man, I don't know, this could get you in trouble. The difference with me and most of the people, I got no reason to, I don't give a fuck. Like, even in his fucking thing, he like, I'm just gonna call the police. Police come after crimes, man. So when I slap you up and I do something to you, they coming after. What in the fuck make you think if I'm saying this on this fucking camera, nigga, I'm not running? I'll be right there when they show up. I done been to jail for selling drugs, punching on shit, all kind of shit. And I was just fine in there. You think I'm not gonna go to jail proud that I slapped your stupid ass in the face because you keep calling this black lady a bitch on this motherfucking thing in front of the public? What in the fucking world? I don't give a fuck which one of these people you think you cool with. I don't give a fuck if you cool with the president. You're not cousins. Y'all, I don't know what the fuck that happened to where y'all exist in this space, bro, and y'all keep doing this old punk ass shit. We all ain't streamers. We not all streamers. We all don't care about maintaining a relationship. I don't care that you successful. That shit don't mean nothing. Nigga, I know you from Visalia. I know where you at, and I know your people. That fast. Everybody in the streets have told me where you at. Nigga, you from my motherfucking state, nigga. And you playing this shit. You can't call whack. You can't call the president. Can't nobody stop me from doing what I want to do. So I'm telling you again, stop disrespecting that fucking lady. You can make all the content. I'm going to get next to you. You got fights coming up. You trying to promote fights. I'm going to get next to you. All I ask you to do is respect that black lady. Do your job. Make your content. Stop calling this lady out her name. Y'all streamers keep finding ways to disrespect black people on this shit. And I totally get it. And y'all think, well, then, they fight each other. It's not the same. You are a white man. I don't give a fuck who you pray to. I don't give a fuck if it's Abraham. I don't give a fuck about none of that. You are a white man. Boy, you better look at this camera. That's y'all problem. Y'all been playing these games, and that's how y'all socialize with humans. And you've been saying all this dumbass shit behind this game. You, Neon, all these cornball ass niggas. And y'all got all these niggas that fuck with y'all because they think y'all can provide them some level of exposure. Because I don't care. I don't care. I'm not one of them. You better ask some of these niggas about what I'm on. All I ask you to do is stop calling that lady out her fucking name. Yes, call her Music Mac. That's your job. Do your fucking job. Stop calling this black lady a bitch and all that shit because you making us look crazy. And I'm not with that. That's the difference, bro. You're making content. You got to call another nigga. That's not going to fix the problem, bro. Stop calling this fucking black lady out her fucking name like that. I don't care what Ack do. Ack is black. That's his own problem he got to deal with.
This is the thing. I'm with all that, but that's a contradiction right there because he said, I'm going to get all the blacks around you condoning it. Academics is black condoning it. Academics fuck with all them streamers. So that means academics got to get on code too. Academics ain't no exemption from that.
Nah, that's a fact. He spoke all facts, but yeah, if you're gonna be mad at it, is you mad if she getting called a bitch, or you just mad because the white man is doing it? Because at that point, should we have more respect for our women?
Right. Do we gotta stop calling our women bitches?
Do we gotta clean up our own backyard?
Because I'm pretty sure everybody in here done called a woman a bitch, and that's somebody's daughter.
And I think it's more of, like I said, it's not even about the bitch and all that. It's just about white people being what they've been doing for time and time again. The same way we see the rage base. I think it's bigger than just you keep targeting her. You done said what you said. He done said what he said before about about her being an industry plant. You saying racist, derogatory stuff. It's just all around about him as a character, who this person is. I think that's what G Malone more mad about in general. So now it's like, nigga, this the last straw, nigga. You gonna shut up, nigga, or I'm gonna get on you.
Like I said, I'm in full support, bro. We came into podcasting from day one trying to shut all this down. We just didn't have the reach. I'm glad Glasses got the reach and the voice for this shit to be hitting the mainstream the way it is. So now people can start talking about it. But we been on this. I don't know where everybody coming with this. Y'all hating, y'all this, y'all nigga. Y'all don't watch our content.
Nah, you know what they say?
Stupid shit like that.
They say we crying.
Yeah, we crying. Yeah, they call it, oh, y'all always crying. Bro, we've been talking about this for over 3 years, from Vlad to Adam to Academics to Neon to Myron. This new clavicular white boy that they pushing right now that keep going viral for saying the N-word. Matter of fact, who's the white girl that was on CNN? I'm not CNN. She was on Piers Morgan's show, going at it with old boy from the Joe Budden podcast. She did a reaction to our stream, standing up for the black people. And she one of their biggest streamers. I forget her name. I think her name Lily something like that. Lily something. But she did a review to our shit. And she was on Piers Morgan. So nigga, don't act like we don't step for the culture, bro. We been on this. But we call facts facts and spades spades though. We don't blindly follow. We got brains and we analyze, bro. If we gonna move, let's move smart. Been putting BTA on these other communities. We wait for everybody else to catch up. We've been put on the island. So let's talk facts. But yeah, let's get into the next topic. Let's get into the Syndicate, man. Ace Boy Rios, formerly known as Ace Boy Rios. Ace Boy Trey, formerly known as Ace Boy Trey. And I think it's Ace Boy Manny, formerly known as Ace Boy Manny. They broke up with Ace Boy Pun and that Ace Boy clique that they had going. That show is now a wrap. Everybody has been wondering, are the Ace Boys going to get back together? They had the one reunion episode after I put on that clinic on Pun, and he canceled to sit down with us. He made it look like they was going to get back together. Boom, we never seen them back together again. Now they revealed the details of what happened. So let's get into that. Let's play the video. Shout out to Keyboard Clips, man, for getting the play by motherfucking play. Let's start here.
It's just gonna be raw, uncut. It's just gonna be straight to the truth. It's just gonna be real. You ain't gonna have to second guess. You ain't gonna have to make no assumptions. Know what you guys are here for. You guys want to discuss the Ace Boys and how that took place. You guys want to talk about the reality check with Pun. And really, I'll just start off. What really triggered this is like watching What Could Go Wrong and watching Community and seeing Pun's replies to, I don't know if the Teat Awards. It was replies to the Teat Awards.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tiny. Shout out to the Teat Awards. It was something about like, is the Ace Boys, what's coming back? What do we want back next year? Or what should come
whatever
back?
shows it was.
And it was like Ace Boys, and he was like,
it's
all
over
kind of
with.
shit.
it's over with.
It ain't happening.
It ain't happening. Niggas was impatient, and I got a bigger, better show coming out on Netflix. Run that.
Crazy
So
work.
Damn.
everything's been cool. You know what I mean? Like I'm not tripping off of.
Damn. Hold on. So somebody asked Pun, when y'all getting back together? He tells them it's not happening. Them niggas was impatient. And I got a bigger and better show coming on Netflix. That to me sounds crazy.
Nah, that's crazy. Well, you should let it play a little. You should let it play a little longer. Because I
I'm
think
gonna let it play.
Nothing is like where I'm like mad or hot or anything like that. Like that's my brother. Always gonna big up him. But the thing is like any chance or any moment I get to talk up for
Yeah,
for
we
our
uplift
brother,
all the time.
always uplifting. And it's
I'm
like
not never gonna downplay my niggas for no camera, for no fans, for no none of that.
For nobody.
That's some sucker
Yeah.
shit, in my opinion.
well, that's it.
Now, do
it
your
is.
thing,
You know what I
Byron.
mean?
I
Like, I'm not
thought
gonna
he
talk
was
yourself
finna-
down.
I thought he was finna get the information of when he said they was he was talking about impatient. He said they waited over a year or some shit.
No, basically, everybody's been asking when they get back together. Pun has been the one holding up what it sounds like. And somebody finally asked him. He finally addressed it behind the scenes, I'm guessing. If he addressed it on camera, I'm not aware of it. So this sounds like a behind the scenes conversation. But basically told them, man, they was impatient. And I got some bigger and better shit coming with Netflix, which is crazy to me because without them, there is no Ace Boy show. It's not, nobody's tuning in to just watch Pun. The whole collective made the Ace Boys what it was. Everybody tuning in Friday night. And it sounds like once that Netflix shit came along, he was like, well, fuck the ones who helped me build all this up, because without them helping him build that up, there is no Netflix coming. The whole motion came off of all of them collectively coming together. Pun didn't just do that on his own, because if you go watch his channel right now, it's not the same. A lot of people saying that shit trash. Pun fell off, but that's because he don't have the team with him. It was a team.
Hey, ain't it ironic they got all the Long Beach niggas out the paint?
Woo! Let's talk about it.
They got all the Long Beach niggas out the paint. So now it makes sense when you was having the back and forth. Y'all,
Okay, let's talk about it.
I don't know,
Viral way.
man.
We from Long Beach. We got met with immediate hate and resistance when we came into the universe from almost everybody. Only one who really fucked with us was Rios, and then Keem came across, but he had ulterior motives. Now that we find out later on.
AD opened the door for us.
AD, shout out to AD. But Pun, he got all three Long Beach niggas out the paint. And let's be real.
Panthers at that.
Long Beach made the Ace Boys what it was. Let's think about it. What made the show great? Mark Nasty had a lot of viral moments. Mark Nasty from 2 ends. He from Northside Long Beach. You had Auntie. She kept getting clips. Auntie is from Northside Long Beach. The barber nigga, the light-skinned nigga, who be going at it with Auntie. He's from Long Beach. He went to Jordan. I went to school with the nigga. Then you got Trey. He from Long Beach. You got Rios. He from Long Beach. You got Manny, Long Beach. So as soon as the Netflix deal come, Long Beach get escorted out the door and played to the left.
I'm just saying, we know the stereotypes on the city. We be on our own island, but we know the history of us with the verbs. We know the history with us with. I mean, from what I know, sometimes it's hub, dub, in the tub. That's just me though. Shout out my Compton niggas though, for sure. I fuck with all the Compton Crips, Compton period, and LA.
It just
The niggas
seems
know
like
what's up with me.
from the creators, it's always some type of shade being thrown at Long Beach, whether directly or indirectly. Even the whole interaction we had with Back on Fig, that shit didn't make no sense. It came out of nowhere. But we from Long Beach, but you don't see the LA niggas getting treated the same way. Same thing with everything. It's a lot of the bad rep comes from, oh, y'all from Long Beach, y'all from this, y'all from that. But it seems like Rios, Trey, and Manny didn't get that because they were a part of the Ace Boy circle. So now I'm anxious to see what the reaction gonna be now that they're not fucking with Pun.
But when I think about it now, they all circle through each other platforms, but I've never really seen I've never seen Rios, Trey, and Manny on none of them other shows.
Right. I never seen Rios, Trey, and Manny get invited to What Could Go Wrong. I never seen them on none of the other shows under the umbrella. What's the other show they got? I forget the name, but I never seen them being circled around the way you see Keem going back and forth. You see Mac Wop going back and forth. You see Tyne going back and forth. Why none of the Long Beach niggas was going back and forth like that?
And one thing I can peep now. Shout out to King too though, because he's been everywhere. I think he's been over there fucking with Rios. He's been through, and he came and reached a hand for us. So King low-key probably was being the glue the whole time.
Right, Keem was the glue to that, and it's just crazy that it looked like Long Beach get the hate. I mean, even you look at Back on Fig 6, he had his show with Tyne and them. That shit got canceled. the one show that nigga from Long Beach had at Back on Fig, which he's behind the camera now, and they acting like he got fired. He's from Long Beach. So all the Long Beach niggas, for some reason, get pushed out the paint when it comes to this umbrella. What's really going on? Well, let's keep playing these clips.
I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm gonna say how I feel.
Go ahead, talk.
Nigga, that's some sucker shit. I ain't never did that and never would do that. So to see a nigga I've known my whole entire life get on the camera and try to downplay niggas, cause for narratives or cause fans or cause these geeks you sit with on other fucking shows keep bothering you and asking you, like, nigga, you was a nut, man. That's some sucker shit.
No. I appreciate what you're saying. You know what I mean? Like, but we want to get it out, get the message out, so that people can stop spinning shit. The thing that bothered me most is what you're talking about. That shit,
nothing.
That's bothered. But nigga, the fact of impatient. Nigga, what do you mean impatient?
Impatient about what?
About what? Like, nigga, like what didn't we do that was patient? You said give me a year. We gave you a year. Like,
we gave you 3.
3, nigga, over a year, like over what was expected, over what was like, and it wasn't no bad blood. It's still not no like, nigga, like
niggas just had lives and this shit just wasn't adding up no more for us to.
But you can only for so long let somebody do the opposite of what you know what I mean? Like, nigga, you can't say that we was being impatient, nigga, and then on the other side of the coin, I got a bigger and better coming. Like, nigga, that's not like.
So I said that was all sucker shit, bro. I don't give a fuck how you look at it. I don't give a fuck how, nigga, that's some. I would never do no shit like that. Not to cuz.
Trey calling a spade.
So when I seen it and I'm like,
here to the Syndicate, it's just gonna be raw, uncut. It's just gonna.
What you say, bro?
I said Trey calling a spade. It's like there is no reason. if you're doing bigger and better things out yourself, of course, niggas gonna be happy for you, salute you, do that. But it takes an hour or two to come sit down with the niggas you've been fucking with, and whether it's an interview or just regular potting, it's like, I don't know. If I came in the game with you like that, the door always gonna be open. I might have to make this sit for a minute. I got bigger moves real quick. Let me get us in the door a little further, and it be what it is. So I just think, well, they calling it for what it is. And Rios, man, you my boy. But sometimes you ain't always got to be politically correct. I know how you want to. I know how you want to paint it. You don't want to get into that type of energy. But this internet, they damn near leave you no choice.
You gotta call a spade a spade. So shout out to Trey for being unfiltered, because Rios was he was kind of teetering the line, and Trey like, nah, fuck that. Cause I'm gonna say how I feel. So shout out to Trey and shout out to Rios. Good looking broad day shooter for the support. You said Long Beach dudes always get used. Flacco used you. That's cool. We use Flacco as well.
And did Flacco really use us?
Hold on. We're both useful. If you can't be used, you're useless. So if you could be used, you have value. The point is to not be misused. So if you get used without being able to use the other party, that's where you get misused. There's nothing wrong with being used. That means you're useful. The more a person can use you, the more valuable you are. You want to be able to be used for multiple things. If I can't use you for nothing, why would I have you around? That don't make sense.
And let me say this. Niggas can say what they want. Regardless, Flacco has mentioned us in rooms where it did nothing to benefit him without us being there. So I'm going to just make that clear. And it ain't about what everybody could do for you, but to even open the door and do those things, you know what I mean? Sometimes you got to commend it, regardless of who it is.
And let's be real. There's this whole narrative in the universe. Long Beach is weird, right? We all know the history with Long Beach and other cities in LA County. But if you look at the content, who has been the most solid as far as in the universe? Long Beach niggas ain't in no gang politics shit online. You don't see us doing that goofy ass shit. Long Beach niggas the first to step anytime it's some racial tension going on versus blacks. Long Beach ain't known for backdooring, backbiting, and talking about each other online in these podcast spaces. So for the weird narrative to be on Long Beach and for Long Beach creators to make the most solid moves in this space, y'all got to pay attention to what's going on why Long Beach get the most hate. All I'm saying. Let's play the next clip, though.
You should have played. Do you got the one they talking about?
Like multiple people sending it to me. I'm like, that shit hurt.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
Damn. And every chance we get over here, we never down talking. We never play him out to be nothing other than what he is. We never shit on him. I'm always uplifting.
Yeah.
And like I said, I still am, but I'm gonna call, like, nigga, you gotta call behavior out on what it is. If I was doing some buster shit, I would want y'all to be like, and y'all have on multiple occasions, like, nigga, that's out of line, that's out of pocket. Y'all always have. You feel me?
Right.
So it's like you gotta hold niggas accountable.
It gotta hold them accountable. And then also, I don't want to be hearing some shit on the internet like, nigga, it's not like we don't fuck with each other.
We talk every day.
Nigga, it's not like we don't fuck with each other, nigga. Like, if it's some pressure, are you feeling a certain kind of way, or people are giving you this, like, nigga, talk to us, guys. Like, communicate. Nigga, like, what? It's not that hard to say, hey, man, what's up? And to this day, niggas haven't had a conversation about that.
About the boys at all. Like, this shit, what do you mean it's over? Like, it ain't over. Nobody said it was over.
You have that part too.
Yeah, nobody said that. Like, we never said we ain't coming back. If we want to come back, we can come back.
Right.
And make it happen. Like, Ace Boys ain't dead for whoever.
Well, it is now.
But, I mean, it's right now, it's on hiatus. Like, niggas, just because we just doing our own thing. Like, he doing his thing, we doing our thing.
Well,
so what it sounds like is narrative started popping up out of nowhere that the Ace Boys is over, but they never actually said out of their mouths that it was over. So did somebody on the inside know about that Netflix deal coming and leak that little info to a blue birdie and have them spread it so it spread through the internet? So once Pun can say, I'm cool on doing that, it'll make Pun look like he's not the bad guy. Because without the rumors, not to cut you off, without the rumors of Ace Boys being broke up, if Pun just say, I got a Netflix deal, but I ain't fucking with Ace Boys, well, now he's the villain. He looked like the bad guy. But if it's a rumor floating around that, the Ace Boys, I heard they not coming back. Well, who really said that? They saying who said that? We didn't say that.
But the point, that's why I'm asking you, do you got they're talking about a clip that Pun said something on live and they heard it from the internet. That's why I'm asking, do you got that clip? But it sounds like Manny more like, nigga, who are you to say it's over with? So that's what he's getting at. And Trey like, nigga, it's a wrap, nigga. It already went too far. I'm not even trying to double back on that. That's what I'm getting from that.
Yeah, I hear the same thing. I seen the clip of Pun and Manny on live, but I don't know about no live.
Yeah, I think they talking about something else. I think Pun might have been on What Could Go Wrong or something. I don't know. You got the chat up. Ask somebody in the chat. They probably got that.
Put the link in if you got it, but I don't know what clip they talking about. But we're gonna continue with this clip. Shout out Broad Day Shooter for the love. He said Taya third embarrassing Long Beach at no jumper. Cuz you're weird. I can't even whatever Tay doing at no jumper, he's fitting in and doing what no jumper. That's what they want. They want the circus show. So that's what he doing. They want the antics, right? I see people in the chat right now saying, oh, well, he got rid of the Syndicate because they boring. But you know what I noticed in this universe? If you want to talk about any topics that are high level or that have substance or is not revolved around drama and bullshit going on in the universe, it's labeled as boring. If you're not talking about other characters in the universe and beefing with your homie and beefing with this person from that pod, and you not talking no gang politics or just dumb shit, useless shit, is labeled as boring in this universe. So when I used to see Rios on the Ace Boy shit, I know where Rio's mind is at and what type of topics he preferred to speak on based on the sit down he had with us and how we cohesively was weaving through the topics. And then I see him over there. I'm like, well, he's not reaching his full potential over there. He really looked like he didn't fit in because he's a smart, knowledgeable guy, but he's lowering himself for the low-cal type content.
And it's not even about being boring. Like you said, it's just if you're not into it, you're not into it. But people don't have to have. You got to have a little substance or something about yourself outside of that. And there's nothing wrong with, I guess, turning up and doing that. That's the only thing, and that's what that's the only thing the viewers want. You don't know what direction where they want to go with they pod or anything in real life. And this is why we're not respected in the culture. Because all y'all want to see is people crash out, act a damn fool, play and be out their damn mind, and then wonder why we got situations like we got when these streamers like, nigga, what are we respecting them for? They don't even respect themselves. Them niggas is dummies and jumping out the window for everything else. So I just think people, you can't really care all the time what the comments gonna say.
Exactly, because that's the same narrative that their crowd gives our show. Oh, it's boring. Why? Because we talk about topics that you got to have a higher IQ to discuss, but we don't. It's not drama filled. So now I see a lot of the fans who were fans of the Ace Boys are not fans of the Syndicate show, because the Syndicate show, they speak more like viral way topics. They talk about politics. They talk about, you know, things going on in the real world that don't revolve around the universe. And I notice a lot of the fans of the universe, they don't like to hear about that stuff.
But even that comment is stupid because y'all was begging for them to get the Ace Boys back. Now all of a sudden y'all narrative is they was born. That's why he got rid of them. Like, you got to make it make sense. Did y'all want them back?
They saying they born. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I'm just saying what they're saying. Like,
they're saying that the topics they speak on now is boring. So
no, it's like, did y'all really fuck with them, or was y'all happy they had women on there clapping ass and turning up and getting drunk? Is that what y'all really miss?
Exactly, because that was the narrative on us for the last 3 years, bro. We came in the game talking about real, raw, and uncut topics that got to do with the real world. Like, if you're a real adult out here with real responsibilities and you want to better your life and you want to know what's going on in the world, that's what our show was about. Substance over bullshit. So we got that label. So it's just funny to me how quickly that fan base turned on the Syndicate because they left and they didn't want to sit with bitches drinking liquor, getting drunk, fake fighting, and clapping ass for 3 hours every Friday. They felt like, man, I got a brain. I want to talk about things that matter. Now they born. Shout out to Dago Dog for the support. Good looking. He said, Pun is an industry nigga playing industry games. Low vibrational, in my opinion. That's all. Hey, the content speak for itself. Let me continue on.
I would never do it again.
So,
I can respect it,
and that's a real emotion. You know what I mean? Like nigga, like wait, nigga ain't did nothing but good shit and did not like be solid motherfuckers, individuals, and then don't play us to people you don't know.
Yeah,
nigga, that's still our character. That's still who we are, nigga. That is being portrayed out in the world, nigga.
Right.
Like 2,000 people watching you say we impatient, nigga. And that's the opposite of what I am, nigga. Like yeah, I rush and I got ADHD or whatever, but nigga, I'm gonna always ride with my niggas. Nigga, always ride with my niggas. Like nigga, what is expected? What is needed? And I'm gonna do what's needed. But to play and spin that's where I was like, cuz that's weak. That's some weak.
Like multiple people sending it to me, I'm like, that shit hurt.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
Damn.
I think they got one more clip where they was talking about it. Oh no, they got a gang of clips. Okay. Syndicate speaks on why they didn't address the narrative.
What could go wrong? What could go wrong? They was the chat or T-Rell or Keem was like, I was like, yeah, nigga, you never talked about the Ace Boys. Like, what happened? And to me, it's like, oh, you know what? We've allowed this to be a
to
thing.
snowball.
But
Okay, before I get into that, let me read this super chat real quick. The Broad Day Shooter, good looking for the donation. You said, I told Bro Rogan what podcast he can't do. That's lame. No, I never told Bro Rogan that. What I did, I called Bro Rogan when I seen him on Haters World. Because he actually texted us and showed that he went there. And I said, what the fuck you doing there? He the ops. He like, what you mean? I'm like, man, you didn't hear the shit he be saying about black people? All the racist shit that be going on his show? He's the ops. Why the fuck are you over there? So Bro Rogan was like, well, I'm not in the loop. I never even watched the show. I just went to promote my new podcast. So once I gave him the backstory of everything surrounding Haters World, that's why he changed his tune and said, well, fuck Haters World, because he wasn't aware of the things that they have been saying surrounding the black culture. So that's what that was about. I never told him.
I'll
let you go. Go ahead, bro.
Nah, my bad. And I was gonna say, even if he told us when you told him that, nigga, nobody told him. It's like we don't fuck with them and you fucking with us. Why go fuck with them?
Right. My exact words was, you can ask him. I said, man, I put you in the goofy category if you fucking with them. And he like, damn, you put me in the goofy category? I'm like, yeah, bro. I started looking at you like a goofy because I thought you knew everything that was going on with them and you went over there anyway. Well, then you were goofy for that. And he was like, well, I didn't know. So I had a little more leeway. And he publicly came out and denounced him. So shout out to Bro Rogan, you feel me? But I never said he couldn't. I just said, look, if you fuck with them, don't fuck with us. That's all I said. I never said you could do whatever you want. You a grown-ass man. But good looking for the super chat.
You know why we didn't get in front of the narrative?
Because we let him handle it.
Not even that, but just to protect, nigga. Like, just like, you know what? Like, let's just be cool. Like, nigga, like, let's keep that. I don't want it to be anything other than a good light, left in a good light. Because easily niggas can say this and this and that, or this and that. This is why I did this. It was just like, nigga, it was a difference of lifestyle. I couldn't do this. It was never no bash.
Yeah.
And so I think we had a part to play in not talking, but it was more so out of brotherly protective shit.
But why do we have to talk? That's not like, yeah, these is, you know, shout out to the fans and everybody that tune in and watch and support us, but I don't owe nobody nothing. So if I'm living my life and I'm handling my life in my personal life, in my personal space, I shouldn't have to come on here and explain like, why I'm not showing up, why I'm not doing this, or why I'm not doing that. As long as my internal, the core
is complete,
is know what's going on.
Yeah.
You feel me? That should be fine. I don't care what, you know what I'm saying, what an outsider think at the end of the day.
Yeah.
I fuck with everybody, you know, and the fans and everybody that tune in and watch, but it's not that deep for me, like what people might think.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
So I don't feel like none of us, him included, had to jump out there and explain anything to anybody.
Right.
Especially about us, like this right here, including him. Can't nobody outside of this. I don't gotta explain nothing to nobody outside of this.
And that's how
I don't give a fuck how many times I sit down with niggas and they constantly like, hey.
Yeah.
And the minute I'm gonna ask for a fade, you feel me? Like that's how it's gonna go.
Yeah. Like nigga, you running your mouth, let's run this, nigga.
Like you wanna get down?
Right.
Why you keep asking me about the homies? Oh. Nigga, we straight. If I said we straight, we straight. What y'all keep? What?
What you think about that, bro? I'm gonna say this, man.
I'm not, because I'm like, it's only so much. Trey basically he's given the rundown to it in what it is. Like I said, I think I said enough about what we seen and things that a nigga probably could have seen playing out. I didn't think it was gonna play out like this, but after it took that long, we knew something was going on. Everybody knew. Niggas could act like it wasn't. They probably didn't have a clue, but somebody knew something was in the air.
I'm gonna say this though. Y'all gotta hold Pun to the same standard y'all holding Adam to. Y'all gotta hold Pun to the same standard because it looked like Pun did the same shit. That's what it looked like to me. See, I keep the same energy with everybody. I call spade a spade. There's no way I'm sitting here for I got it. For 3-4 years, building a platform with the squad, and then when Netflix come knocking, all of a sudden, oh yeah, y'all niggas was impatient. Impatient about what? Nigga, what the fuck you talking about? We've been trooping for the last 3 years. Now that Netflix and Killer Mike and all these niggas come knocking, we out of here? The same nigga you say you don't do interviews, but you doing an interview with Killer Mike, but it's supposed to be different because AD was there. I don't give a fuck if Barack Obama was there. If you don't do interviews, nigga, you just don't do interviews. And it should be no exception. So to me, it just looked crazy. Rios
no, my bad. Go ahead.
Rios could say he's not offended or he feel away, but you know, Rios like to be politically correct. There's no way you not gonna feel away. A nigga I'm sitting here next to for 3-4 years, nigga, and you talking about you made $1 million off YouTube, and we sitting here like, we can't even get a super chat.
Yeah, I just think I think Rios is more like them things could be handled behind the scenes, but felt like it was at a point where it needed to be addressed because he brought it online. So I think that's why they addressed it online. This just goes to show a lot of things, and when you building something, you got to check in with your people. And you got to keep it real with your people. If you feel like you over something, that should be addressed behind the scenes, and then just like we move on without no bad blood. But when you go out, you keep people guessing. We thinking something else is going on. We might be taking a break. Like it comes. You see rap groups do it all the time. They always fall out over something, and it's like you have to be upfront and real with the people you dealing with. And if you feel like you could do bigger and better things without us, then let us know, and then it just be what it is. But leaving stuff floating in the air for people to do, and then now it gets brought to somebody's attention online, I think that's where the biggest hit for them was. Like, damn, nigga, we had the fans found out before we did, and we supposed to be yo niggas. So I think that was where now it's like, nigga, fuck it.
And it was crazy because Punch out here told AD and them, y'all niggas play too much. And they like, he told Keem and T-Rell and them, y'all niggas play too much. Ooh, he like, what? Nigga, you just went up on time about the Teed Awards. And he's like, oh, that was different. That was just a moment. Y'all niggas be dragging shit on. So what I noticed with Pun is good for me, but not good for thee. Everything he do is an exception. Destruction is cool as long as he doing it. Soon as somebody else do it, you being childish. You being this, you being that. It's just too much contradictions going on. It's like, oh, Adam, the white man, he be shitting on his partners and this, that, and the third. But then you turn around the black man and you got 3 black men who help build your shit up. And they can't even get an answer. You tell a nigga, oh, y'all was impatient. Or they want to start building their own platforms up, and you tell a nigga, well, I might come do your shit in a year. Like, what the fuck, nigga? That's some shit you tell a female. Yeah, I might fuck with your shit in a year. Like, that. Matter of fact, that ain't no shit you tell nobody. That's some shit you tell somebody you don't fuck with, and you got no intentions on doing that shit. I'm supposed to be your man, nigga. We doing your mans. We doing the show together, building this shit up. And I want to branch off and do my separate shit like you got your separate shit. And you say, nah, I can't help you with that. Nigga, that shit crazy, bro. That shit not 100 by no means. I don't give a fuck what excuse the nigga want to say. That shit's not 100, bro. And we can see how Rios feel about it.
I never asked Pun to come on Reality Check because Pun made it clear that he didn't want to do interviews or whatnot, right?
Right.
And so I was he said it on Ace Voice. He's mentioned like I'm not doing interviews or whatever. And we had our discussion why like just a life what was going on. You didn't want to like get into that at that moment,
right?
But you've always said, nigga, whenever you want it, like we could do Reality Check.
Yeah.
But with Pun, I never asked him. He made it clear that he didn't want to do interviews, and then seeing him do the interview with Killer Mike, it didn't make me feel any kind of way. You know what I mean? Like it was just like, all right, nigga, that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing.
Right.
And
it wasn't a solo interview too. It wasn't an AD.
It wasn't a solo interview, but he did say he had wanted to do Keem's and then T-Rail's, and then my interview, like an interview with me. And also, reality check ain't no fucking interview, nigga. It's just a conversation. Nigga, I don't want to know your upbringing, like when you was born, and it's like, no, nigga, it's just like us having a conversation, letting people see you outside of the other elements. And so I never asked Pun. I never wanted him. So people are like, why you ain't been on Rio's shit or this and that. It was never like properly done or asked. And I'm not tripping. You know what I mean? Like that nigga could do what he want. He could go on any interviews that he wants to. But I bring that up because you said, get your story out there. Tell your story. You never know if you're here tomorrow. Like,
nah, Rios, it's cool to say you tripping.
I think Rios.
Cool to say you tripping, Rios.
I think Rios might really be keeping it player. But I think he's like, nigga, I wasn't looking for an interview. I just wanted you to come pod with us. We building this new thing. You have a fan base. Help us, give us a layup, help us out. Come pod with us. And then that leaves no room for these type of conversations. You come pod with us, whether it's one time or not, then they can't say nothing about what's going on with the Ace Boys or nothing else or none of that shit. They still straight. You came and pod with us, move forward. But I think that was the biggest point.
You had them niggas pulling up every Friday at damn near midnight, nigga, to run your pockets up. And you can't even go sit down and have a convo on that shit. You act like the nigga was finna give you an NBC interview and ask you some shit like they asked Cameron. Well, if a serial killer moves next door, would you snitch on him? Like, come on, bro. These your niggas. The fuck? What are you talking about? That's an automatic layup. That don't even make no fucking sense. Well, I'm gonna do T-Rail shit first. Then I'm gonna do Keem. Then I might slide around to your shit a year later. Like, why would you even go do that shit first? That don't even make sense, nigga. We here with you every Friday, not these niggas. They already got they motion going. Like, I don't know, cuz I'm just different than these. I'm different than niggas, bro. I just don't, it don't make sense, bro. Literally, there's no reason that you can give on how that makes sense. Even if I'm a person that don't do interviews, I'm gonna make the exception for my niggas. That's the whole point of having a relationship with somebody. You get to get more access and more privileges than a person I don't know. So I might shut down the interview from one of these other podcast ass niggas. But my Ace boys, oh yeah, I got you, cuz that's automatic. I'm the biggest. I'm gonna give you the biggest stamp.
Even I don't know, man. Even at the end of the day, whether if I see people right now, if I see homies starting a podcast and they feel like we can help them, that's an easy call. That's just, there's nothing. Let's set a date. Let's do it. Knock it out. It's an hour or two out my day. If you fuck with somebody and shit like that, you should better invest your time in that. That's just what it is. So shout out to the Syndicate. It's y'all had a good
this was?
What?
You know what this is? This is secret competition that you're seeing in real time. This is when somebody views you as a threat and then they're trying to do everything to diffuse it without making it seem that way. In my opinion, Pun knows, damn, Rio's probably a better A mic than me. Trey probably a better A mic than me. Manny might be a better A mic than me. Shit, they show might go up better than mine. Netflix might come knocking at their door. Once they see they shit, it might fuck up my motion, what I got going. So, nigga, I'm not co-signing that.
What's crazy?
I'll come a year later. Let me get in the door with Netflix and all that. Then I might come fuck with y'all.
What's crazy? I was wondering why y'all used to say that. I never even knew about the A mic and all that shit. I always looked at it like whoever the person is, that's where it's gonna come from. A mic, B mic, C mic, D mic, I guess. Whoever can speak the best, how people looking at it, what I'm starting to understand. But
niggas don't want you to, niggas want to see you doing good, just not more good than them.
What I'm saying is what people fail to realize, the more you build with people, the bigger you get. If anybody else gets in the door or if somebody else can take off, we watch every movement that happens. When you had the rappers, you had Young Money, they all came through the door. Wayne ended up getting the biggest, but they all still able to make Chili to this day doing verses off of shit they all did. And not just that, the bigger they get, the bigger you get, because y'all gonna still be keeping each other up here in motion. We building. The bridge is getting bigger, the ladder we're all climbing. Oh, they on your line.
These niggas, bro, they hate the fact that I just keep it 100 and call it down the middle. I'm not a stan. I'm sorry, I'm not a stan like a lot of people in the universe. I don't care if people like my takes. I don't care if people like me. I'm going to call it how I see it. This is how I see it. I see it as secret competition, maybe even hidden animosity. Because why in the fuck would you tell me, yo, Ace, that you coming to do my shit maybe a year later? What, nigga? I don't even want you to do my shit in a year. Fuck is like, nigga, I'll be disrespected if a nigga even said that. That shit is crazy. Y'all niggas is wild. But let's get to this Munchie B shit, man. Shout out to the Syndicate. Pun showed his hand to me. I don't know. Y'all got y'all opinion on it. Y'all let me know. Am I tripping? Was Pun hating the whole time? Y'all let me know.
Hey, y'all go tap in with the Syndicate. Go like and subscribe to their stuff, man.
Oh, insane. Where does Munchie B shit at? We finna break that down though. Cause Munchie said he need to sit down with Adam. And before I even get into that, this reason, the Munchie B situation, the faux extra sporty face thing, this is the reason why we don't jump out the window when it comes to the no jumper stuff. A lot of the fans get emotionally involved and they want you to crash out behind people that's not even crashing out for themselves. They want you to crash out, say fuck this person, that person, this, that, and the third, and then the next week you see them right back on the show. And it's like you just crashed out for what? But let's get into this Munchie B shit, man. Let me pull this video up. I think it was on, I think he had an interview. He just had to sit down with Adam, right? Damn, I thought he had the clip on this motherfucker. What you think about Munchie going back, though? Because he did go back. Oh, right here.
Are we going to see Munchie B on Tuesday?
I'll pull up and shit.
Hey.
I'll pull up like Huggies.
If I ever have
hold
to
on,
push...
let me pause. Cuz didn't sound happy about that. Like, I don't know if it's because he's sober. I don't know if he had a bad day that day, but this don't sound like the Munchie. And I find this ironic because when he first left and everybody thought he quit, Wax said, man, that nigga finna be back in a week, begging for his job back.
But Munchie never said he wouldn't go back. He said he just wanted to have a conversation.
Yeah, he said if I can't get a sit down, I'm not coming back. And then after 24 hours, he said I'm not coming back. So now it's a lot of mixed emotions with the universe, the fans, because Munchie's whole thing is morals over money. And a lot of people are saying, well, Munchie put his morals to the side for the money because Adam disrespected you completely, then made content on you after, talked about you crazy after, and you still went back. Where's the morals over money in that? But was this all a play? Because if it was all a play and he was in on it, that's something different.
I don't think it was necessarily a play. I think Munchie didn't take it personal. He went to have a conversation. He went on back on Fig. He had a conversation with T-Rail and them. And niggas was basically telling him, like, shit, nigga, I get mad when Smack do the same thing. Like, if nigga too loaded and shit. And then Adam broke it down, basically saying, I didn't necessarily kick him. I kicked the chair. I should have kicked the bottom of the wheel and stuff like that. But he said he realized he knew he was going in content mode. So with that understanding, he probably changed his mind that way. But I don't really take too much up there serious, and I don't care enough because we see when you go speak on something, then those things happen, you look stupid.
Exactly.
Your chair away again. I'm not going to go because that was the whole problem. Is I went for the seat. I should have gone for the wheel.
Yeah.
The wheel is way less likely to be confused with a kick.
Okay, well, Munchie, when you read the actual like verbiage or heard people telling you kicked, was that like something in particular? Because you basically didn't like that was in the title because you knew you didn't get kicked, but you felt like it was a mischaracterization.
He's blackout drunk and he's blind. And so it's kind of he's going to be more confused about it than anybody.
I didn't feel or remember no kick because I was faded.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why I like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I texted on, you know what I'm saying? But
you didn't like the way it was in the title though.
No,
too.
hell no.
Yeah.
Hell no. But I mean, what shit? Once it's up, it's already reacted to 55 times. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, shit is up now.
Yeah, exactly. Because I was gonna say that's damn. Because we all deal with. I've been dealing with that bullshit, and I know me and you are in different categories.
Hey, I don't know if y'all caught that, but Adam be throwing little slick shit in. He said, "Yeah, next time I kick you, I'm gonna kick the wheel." And so Adam be like playing with niggas. That shit be funny to me though, because everybody don't be catching that shit. He like, yeah, next time I kick you, I'm probably gonna kick the wheel because kicking the top of the chair make it look like I kicked you. So Adam be throwing little shit in there, little jokes and shit, seeing if people could catch it.
Or he's like, you.
Yeah, I had a problem with that title though, for sure.
Yeah.
See, I saw the title, thought that right away. I'm like, oh my God, if the official No Jumper account is calling it a kick, then everybody's going to call it a kick. So part of me wanted to reach out and be like, yo, change the title. But then also I was like, well, you know, motherfuckers are going to title it whatever they think.
Like, well, I need to
anything I could have changed it to would have been something that would get less views. And like, realistically, that's the game that everybody's playing. So I left it, but I probably should have jumped in between that the same way that, okay, so somebody on the social media team posted up the old tweets of Munchie saying the BEANER word.
Man,
and
I don't recall that. That's crazy.
after 10 minutes, I was like, yo, we got to, because I just, you know, I'm thinking about the optics of like, ah, shit, this is going to look bad. Like, it's going to look like we're trying to bury Munchie as soon as he has like an issue with the platform, you know?
Would it have been different if there was a question mark at the end? Adam kicked Munchie B?
Was that real when they put up the tweets about the Mexican shit that Munchie tweeted about right after he left? That's why everybody was like, damn, Adam fucked up. But I don't even know if that was real or not. So I can't confirm or deny. But I didn't hear them talk about the picture that they put up of Munchie in his fucking, with his underwear showing at the table. It was just a lot of little shit going on. But at the end of the day, it's all fucking content, and the content creators know. The problem is when you from hoods, your homies might not know or might not understand, and you representing for your hood on the platform. So you got to answer to both sides, right? You got to appease your fans, the viewers, and your hood at the same time. And it's two different worlds. So it's hard to appease both. You're going to offend one side trying to appease the other. So that's what a lot of the hood content creators go through. A lot of the shit that they do, it really be to appease their hood and they homies. Because a lot of niggas don't be offended by everything that they homies and shit be offended by or the viewers be offended by. So a lot of people jump out the window trying to appease a viewer or whatever and be fucking up their business relationships and all kind of shit. But
Melly crazy. But this is why you keep your set off the internet. Because you know nobody's bigger than the program. You still got shit to answer to. At least in a negative light. Or at least try to carry yourself. If you're going to be on that, you're going to have to make the set look good 24/7. So don't get on there. And once you, and this is what people don't understand. It's like going to, if you go to the pen for something and you trying to be too tough and don't want to follow these structure or these rules, you're going to have to be tough 24/7. And it's a lot of niggas that's on what you on, and it's never going to stop. And these niggas take markouts on the internet from a nigga yelling at you.
Right, right. Then it's
So
that
now you gonna have to get real consequences after that.
Nigga get on the camera, yell at you from another camera. Oh, you got marked out.
Y'all keep bringing up the Eagles. They played today or something, nigga?
Nah, Eagles trash. But yeah,
Yeah,
y'all, we definitely, we're going to get the whole squad back in the studio. We got to talk about what's going on in Venezuela. Trump just kidnapped their motherfucking president. Nigga had a fucking Nike tag on. Like, this shit.
Trump said, I'm not going for nothing. And anybody else want problems can get it. Cuz, big, we knew Trump was tripping though. Cuz said niggas ain't finna think they finna be playing with us. This ain't content, nigga.
Hey, you know what Trump said it's bigger than content. He for real. You know what I found crazy? Trump bombed Venezuela and Nigeria, and we seen Venezuelans and Nigerians celebrating after he bombed both fucking countries. That's wild to me. They kidnapped the president over there, and I seen a bunch of Venezuelans in the street celebrating. So the president must have been fucking them Venezuelans over for him to be celebrating this shit.
Right now, but I heard him say something about like when we went to war, we lost 600,000 people. It's over 300,000 people over there. We lose more than 300,000 people off drugs alone, and we ain't going for that no more.
And we all know it's about the oil over there. But what made me look at this crazy and go, damn, the world is a stage. They probably playing in all our faces. They had the nigga in the Nike tech. What the fuck?
I thought you were just popping it.
What the fuck would the Venezuelan president be doing in the Nike tech? Unless that is AI and somebody just made a joke out of it. I'm like, they just playing in everybody's faces because it ain't no way this motherfucker really in the Nike tech. Like, come on, cuz.
Y'all
this
said
shit crazy.
I thought you was playing. Y'all saying back up, nigga. I don't look close on my screen to the screen.
Nigerians got hit on Christmas and was clapping. Like, yes, bomb us. That's and then you come to find out, okay, they got some resources over there in Nigeria that they want.
Hey,
so it's the same play.
The world is the stage, and this might sound crazy. Remember on the episode I was just talking about? I tried to say, did y'all watch the video where they say they make everybody believe what's false is going to be true and what's true is going to be false.
Right.
But like you said, it's a stage. So they said they know how to basically interact to get everybody, even with the news and everything else, to stage the whole thing and make it look like something. So what if that whole thing was just some AI digital videos?
And that's all I'm saying is we not in motherfucking Venezuela. We don't
know what the fuck going on. Why they gonna be cheering?
Right. This, like I said, analyze everything. Don't just fall for the first thing that you see. He just pardoned what's the name? They called Trump the first Jewish president. That was crazy. Nobody said nothing about that.
Yeah, it is wild though now, because now it makes people look at Trump again in a better light. Oh, he's the hero. He's trying to stop this. He preventing wars. He ain't playing putting belt to ass. So
same way with 9/11, right? Oh, weapons of mass destruction that we never found, but they found a whole bunch of gold, and then they found those they found the motherfucking portals over there. Y'all probably like, what Vero talking about? Yeah, go look into that, or what they extracted from Afghanistan, some ancient artifacts that they quote unquote say is the portal where you could dimension hop and shit like that. And that's what they really was after. That and the gold. It wasn't no weapons of mass destruction, no, at all.
And how was it that easy to capture their leader?
It's a war on fentanyl, but we the biggest distributors.
We distribute where the fentanyl everything.
Coming from? Come on, man. Where the fentanyl coming from? Just like they did the war on drugs, but the drugs paid for the Nicaraguan war. They had Freeway Ricky Ross selling drugs for the CIA unknowingly.
They found a president, knew exactly where he was at, and then bombed them niggas. Like, it's over, nigga. We're gonna capture you, nigga, and then blow your shit up.
Bingo, Indian. I'm glad somebody I was waiting on somebody to say it. The Stargates. Go look up the Stargates that they found over there. While they was talking about weapons of mass destruction. Oh yeah, they found some shit, all right. Allegedly, them Stargate portals, nigga. On the set. They can time hop, they can do all that. And what happened? What happened to the Miami Mall footage? We just totally forgot about that.
Hey, the aliens disappeared?
Bro, they had every cop in the city, damn near the state of Florida, at the Miami Mall, where multiple witnesses said they saw 10-foot multi-dimensional beings. They even had footage of it that they scrubbed from the internet. And one of the dudes who got away with the footage, he disappeared. And we never heard nothing else about it. They said it was 100 teens fighting, 100 YNs. We didn't see no footage on Instagram, no footage on Twitter. Come on, you're not seeing 100 YNs fighting nowhere, and there's no footage. But we all saw footage of them 10-foot motherfucking interdimensional beings going on. And they scrubbed that. They never even talked about that. Oh, it's an investigation going on. Where the footage at, man? It's cameras every motherfucking where.
Nah, that's facts.
Nah, it wasn't debunked. Nigga, they told you it was debunked, so you stop asking questions.
Nigga, it was people literally out there going nuts about it.
It was real people on the real scene saying they really seen the shit that didn't know each other. That shit wasn't debunked. Nigga, they got on the news and said it was debunked. Hey, Vic Damone, you laughing about the portals, nigga. Go look up the Stargate Afghanistan connection. You're laughing now. Go research it. You won't be laughing then.
He still sleep. The truth is stranger than fiction. He don't get it yet.
Dead homies, nigga. They gotta tell you what they doing. That's a part of the avoiding the karma shit. That's the part of making you not believe it's real. Let's put it in a movie, so when it really happened in real life, they won't believe it. Oh man, this is movie shit. Where you think the movie shit coming from? The movie shit is coming from real life. You think they just making all this shit up? Oh man, this would be a good movie. Okay, where'd you even get that thought from?
They use the movies to imitate everything that's going on. Like he said, just so they can let you know.
Tinfoil hat gang. On saying y'all niggas better do y'all research. Alex Jones, he looked like control opposition to me though. He a little different. David Icke, go read some David Icke books. Go follow David Icke on Twitter, nigga.
I've been telling them niggas, they think I'm playing. Nigga, and David Icke, he been telling about the reptilians and everything else. When I first heard it, I thought he was crazy too. But I kept an open mind because he was like, even though this is my reality, it's still a reality. That's no
Right.
different. That's no different what's going on in Chicago. If Chicago people go tell somebody from Beverly Hills that this is what's going on, they might not believe it, but it's still a reality, and it's neither here nor there. So,
like the Nephilims, y'all think giants is fake? The motherfuckers real.
oh, they showing the videos of them niggas, huh?
Right.
Them going viral. You can see them on TikTok.
Look, y'all don't believe aliens, y'all don't believe interdimensional beings, y'all don't believe in stargates, but you motherfuckers believe the earth is round and there's no real photos of the earth. How they know the shape of the earth? Every ancient text points to the earth having a motherfucking invisible force over it that you can't escape from. And they said the earth is sitting still, to not be moved. Where did the shape of the earth come from? We've never been in motherfucking space. But y'all believe it's round and never question how. They had the shape of the earth before the existence of the telescope. Come on, gang.
Y'all go hit that like button while y'all in here popping and
Hey,
share, like,
hit the like
subscribe.
button. Tell a friend to tell a friend. I'm finna enjoy.
I'm about to get up out of here.
I'm about to go drop this. I'm about to eat this meal. Y'all tap in. Be on the lookout for the next episode. Real, raw, uncut. Shout out to the Black Flag. You feel me? Everybody under the Black Flag. I don't know. Now I'm about to take it. I'm finna end it. I don't know if YouTube got us in the shadow ban or something, but a lot of people say they're not getting notifications. Messiah brought to my attention, when you hit the notification bell, you got to hit for all. So like all videos, because a lot of people hit the notification bell and it only show you the next video. Then after that, it don't tell you about nothing else. You got to hit the bell and then you got to scroll and go to all. You said,
no way.
When is the conspiracy podcast coming? The next one. We finna talk about it all. We can talk about everything, bro. I got you. So good looking, Ray Swan Davis, for the donation. Y'all know, big tinfoil hat gang. Y'all know what I'm on. But what y'all don't know, a lot of the conspiracy talk is against YouTube guidelines. So that's why we kind of slowed down on it a little bit, because they'll slow your channel down talking about too much of it. So it's ways you gotta weave in and out the pockets of talking about it, right? Like the Stargate portals and shit. Where y'all think the idea of a portal came from? Y'all think we thought of that, nigga?
I'm gone, man. Far away, no way. Love and respect.
Y'all know what's going on. So every month, hey, y'all say my plate changed. Hey, this nigga funny as hell, bro. This nigga said viral plate changed the whole mood of Messiah. Hey, on the damn homies, y'all know I'm eating good every stream. So shout out to the chef, man. Kudos to the chef. God damn. But the fact is stranger than fiction. Believe that. Real life is stranger than what's. They already told you that. Go to the CIA website, bro. Astral projection is real. It's not just movie shit. It's literally on the CIA website, the declassified documents. You can go read it. They tell you step by step how to fucking do it. Remote viewing is real. You can see around the motherfucking world from your motherfucking brain. It's real. They got the files declassified, CIA.gov. You don't got to believe viral. You can call viral crazy, conspiracy theory. Go to CIA.gov and look up these documents that I'm telling you about, and it's all right there. It's all right there. So shout out to the tinfoil hat gang that stay on their tip and know what the fuck I be talking about, because a lot of people still lost. There's a lot of people still asleep. But y'all for sure go check out the latest episode that we just dropped, because they don't like pushing in the algorithm. Episode 228, excuse me. 2 days before that, we dropped episode 227. Y'all go tap into that. Episode 226, y'all go tap into that. We're going to get back in our political bag. There's a lot of things going on in politics we got to talk about, so y'all be on the lookout for that. Y'all know what's going on, man. Share, like, subscribe to the channel. The realest, the rawest, the most uncut, and we stepping for the culture, period. Black Flag is the movement. Viral gang. Y'all know what we on, man. Bang. Long Beach or nothing. Shout Shout out to all the supporters, man, and the haters. Y'all know what the fuck going on. I'm gonna give y'all one more look, cause I know a lot of y'all out there, y'all don't be eating too good, man. So I'm gonna give y'all one more look, man. This shit, yeah, this is how you should be eating. I don't know what the y'all be eating, but this is how you supposed to eat. Shit hit different, man. You get that steak, you feel me? Messiah went to Poly Burgers. Y'all niggas is crazy.